activities. I am Captain Joe Bennett, and I serve as the Battalion Executive Officer. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the Battalion Commander of the 2nd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Andy Crosby. Distinguished guests, family and friends, on behalf of Brigadier General Roberts, the Installation Commander, Command Sergeant Major Benson, welcome to Fort Jackson. All right, who's ready to see their soldier? I've been told from a very reliable source they are very close. So before I get started with the briefing, I want your soldiers to feel and hear some of the excitement and enthusiasm in these grandstands. So my company, Alpha Gators. I see some people over here. Hey. Bravo Rough Riders! Very impressive. Charlie Rock! And now, because it's one Army strong team, all three companies! I was going to tell you that the cadre and drill sergeants are just as excited as you are. But I don't think so after that. Good job. Our mission here at Fort Jackson is to transform volunteer civilians in 10 short weeks to soldiers. The 2nd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment is one of 5 battalions that make up the 193rd Brigade that executes that mission 24/7, 365 days a year. Our commander that provides the guidance and vision for the 193rd Brigade is Colonel McLean. Please join me in a warm welcome for the 193rd Brigade Commander, Colonel McLean.
Good morning. Welcome to Fort Jackson, but more importantly, welcome to the United States Army. I have to be honest with you up front. If you came to look for an unbiased, fair, and balanced view of the United States Army, you're not going to get it from me. I love the United States Army, and I love the soldiers that make up the United States Army. Like my father before me, I am an American soldier. Now, in just a few moments, the Battalion Commander is going to introduce you to a group of heroes. Now, I use that word very deliberately. If you watch primetime television in the United States, you might be a little confused about what a hero is. I'm not confused. And I use the word deliberately and with very careful thought about what it is that makes a hero. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you could look at the Great Seal of the United States, and hopefully you're familiar with the Great Seal of the United States, on one side it includes an American bald eagle. And in the beak of the bald eagle is a script that says, E pluribus unum, from many one, which was the original motto of the United States. And if you look down at his talons, you'll see that in one talon he holds an olive branch representing peace. And correctly, the head of the eagle is turned so that his eyes are on the olive branch, representing the desire of the American people to live at peace with the entire world. But if you look in the other talon, you'll see 13 arrows, representing the willingness of the United States to use force to protect its citizens if compelled to do so. Those 13 arrows represent the entire military might of the United States, from nuclear submarines to nuclear weapons to tanks and aircraft carriers and machine guns and down to rifles. But metaphorically, if you could zoom in with a microscope on those arrows and you get to the very tip of those arrows, you would not find high technology. You would not find great pieces of equipment. You would find men and women. Men and women who have taken an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The people who take that oath and who live their life under that oath are special. And I believe that the American people are well served by the men and women of the United States Army. In more than 2 decades of military service, it's been my privilege on occasion to travel with strong men armed by the dead of night to do violence on behalf of the American people. In the course of those adventures, I've seen many brave and selfless acts. And I'm frankly proud simply to be associated with the people who perform those acts. What's important for you to understand today is that many of those acts that I've seen on the battlefield were performed by men and women who once stood where your soldier stands today, just across this grassy field, waiting to rejoin their families after their first initial contact with the United States Army. So make no mistake about it. In just a few moments, we're going to turn you loose and you're going to go down on the field. And when you are, I hope you recognize, take a moment to savor the fact that you are standing in the midst of American heroes. Now, I have to say a special word to the moms here for just a second. In 1985, my mom said goodbye to me. She sat in a set of bleachers just like this and said goodbye to me. As you see, I turned out all right. Worked out okay. But I need you to do something for me, moms. Later today, your soldiers are going to tell you stories about how tough basic training was. They're going to tell you how unrelenting the drill sergeants were, how demanding the training was, how little rest they got while they were here at basic training. When they tell you those stories, Mom, please do me a favor. Don't feel sorry for them. This is very important. Heroes don't want you to feel sorry for them. They want you to be proud of them. The drill sergeants, cadre, and leaders of this great battalion are very proud to return your soldiers to you this morning. And I hope that you're equally proud of your soldier, the United States Army, and the United States of America. God bless you.
All right, now for a small lesson. A lesson on customs and courtesies, which I believe everyone here already is well versed in. The exchange of greetings. Military customs encourage exchange of oral greeting between soldiers when they salute. There is no such thing as a silent salute. Saying your unit motto is an appropriate salutation for all soldiers. The spirit in which greetings are exchanged is more important than the words. It shows an enthusiasm for the unit. From day one at basic training, as well as day one on the Facebook page, I'm sure everyone is aware of our battalion's motto, 40 rounds. Now that everyone understands the importance of a motto exchange, it is only polite that each time I say 40 rounds, Everyone responds back with a resounding 40 rounds. We'll give it a try? 40 rounds. 40 rounds! All right, that's what I'm talking about. Enthusiasm. The 2nd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment's mission is to transform civilian volunteer men and women into disciplined professional soldiers that demonstrate the Army values, possess a warrior spirit, and are capable of contributing immediately to the fight at their first unit of assignment. The non-commissioned officers that assist them with this transformation is what we like to call drill sergeants. 40 rounds. If you can assist me this morning in congratulating those drill sergeants that are standing in front of you, I greatly appreciate it. Our drill sergeants, like the soldiers they train, are from a number of different military occupational specialties. Infantrymen, tankers, medics, mechanics, engineers, fuelers, mortuary affairs specialists, cooks, truck drivers, and military police. They are combat veterans who bring a myriad of experiences and expertise to bear when they're training your soldiers. They truly are the backbone of our organization. Today you will finally see your soldier. 40 rounds? 40 rounds! With confidence, I can definitely say they act and look a little bit different. Last time you saw them 10 weeks ago, they may have been a little undisciplined, a little heavier, but they look good, trust me. Many of your soldiers didn't think they were going to make it through after day one. But with the help of their battle buddies and a lot of encouragement from their drill sergeants, they made it. In speaking with soldiers at our sensing sessions, they talked about phrases and words I'd like to share with you today. They said things like esprit de corps, confidence, living the Army values, and my favorite, this is way better than Xbox. But there's successful transformation from civilian to soldier that occurs due to large part of your efforts. Prior to their arrival, it was your support to help them join the military. The values that you instilled at home provided the foundation to make them successful here at Fort Jackson. You all are true patriots. Thank you for your continued support of these great soldiers. You are now all part of the Army Strong team. So one more time, 40 rounds? 40 rounds! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special event for you this morning. It is a tangible illustration of what makes our republic great. Our nation was founded by men and women who traveled to our shores to make a better life for their families. In doing so, they played a vital role in the service and defense of our nation. Today, members from the 2nd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment will continue this tradition and take their final oath to become citizens of the United States. We are honored to have with us Mrs. Starks, Supervisory Immigration Services Officer, Department of Homeland Security, who administer the oath to our soldiers. Ma'am?
Good morning to all military personnel, to family and friends, and especially to these soldiers standing here this morning. They have been interviewed, they have been investigated, they had to take a test, and we found them eligible to become citizens of the United States today. So let's give them a hand. Okay, at this time, could you please raise your right hand? I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. All right, hands up. Let's give them a hand.
The Battalion Command Sergeant Major, William Justice.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about the next couple of days. Today is, of course, Family Day. Following this ceremony, your soldier will be released for an on-post pass until 8:30 p.m. tonight. There are a number of facilities to use on post to include the bowling alley, the post exchange, the officers club, the Solomon Center, and the Palmetto Greens miniature golf, as well as some fantastic parks, lakes, and trails to enjoy the rest of the day with your soldier. I would like to note that our NCO club unfortunately had a small fire a while back, so all family day lunches and dinners will be held at the officers club for those who are interested. Okay, now for the rules. It's the Army, there's always rules. Okay, first, soldiers must remain on post and must remain in uniform. Soldiers without family members must also remain on post in uniform with a battle blanket. Soldiers cannot drive vehicles, so please do not give them the keys to your cars. No alcohol or tobacco products for your soldier. They stopped drinking, smoking, and dipping about 10 weeks ago, and there's no need to return to those habits now. All soldiers must return to the barracks by 8:30 p.m. tonight. I say again, 8:30 p.m. Please do not let your soldiers be late for formation. Now let's talk graduation for a second. Now let's talk graduation for a second. The graduation ceremony is at Hilton Field tomorrow at 9 a.m. It will be crowded, especially coming through the gate like today, so I highly encourage you to arrive early. XO.
Ladies and gentlemen, our soldier leader of the cycle, PFC Matthew Trono from Schwenksville, Pennsylvania, will now recite the Soldier's Creed. They look good, don't they? All right, I'd like to quickly introduce the company command teams for each company. Starting with Alpha Company, Captain Eric Johnson, First Sergeant Patrick Spence. This is the first time they're hearing about it, but Alpha Company was honor company for this cycle. Bravo Company. Captain Elliot Chandler, First Sergeant Robert Vigda. Charlie Company. Captain Fabai Taupau and First Sergeant Thomas White.
Second row, third over.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Please, without tripping and hurting each other, in a safe and orderly manner, locate your soldier on the field, hop on and enjoy the rest of the day. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Have a great day.
No. Hey.
I saw Elena and I just walked over to her. I think I saw Elena first. Elena, didn't I see you first or something? I just like saw you.
Oh, you did not do that. Oh, we have to go move the table now. That way.
Don't forget to sign out.
Can you break the formation?
Yeah, everyone else is.
Alright, go.
Let's go. Bye.
You